fully equipped and ready to serve you all. And we have, in fact, already started all our interactions. But today we are going to just do the orientation, as we call it, to start with the various activities that we have. So we have with us our team members. We have Dr. Rudrakshi, who's one of our health navigation team. So maybe Rudrakshi, you can say hi from there so that people would
Sure.
know that here you
Yeah.
are,
Hi.
right?
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Rudrakshi is here.
Hello.
Then we have Dr. Richa from our team. So Dr. Richa is here. Then we have our own nutrition expert, who's Swati Chandrasekhar. So
Hi.
Swati is here, and with her two team members from the nutrition and diet expertise, which is Suvarna and Ekta. So
Hi
Suvarna and
Hi.
everyone.
just say hi to everyone. And from our keeping all of these things together, and the most important role that we have over here is making sure that everything is on time. We have Janvi and Sejal with us on our team, right? So I can see Saili, Swap, and Sudipti as four joinees right now. So let me thank four of you for joining this session. But of course, we will quickly run through a very brief introduction for each one of us. And also, Swati has to share a lot of things with all of you. So I'm going to hand it over to Swati. By the way, I am Dr. Anand. I am a consulting psychologist and I'm part of the leadership team at SmithFit. I'm a yoga practitioner, and there are many aspects that I take care of at SmithFit, along with handling the operations and many other pieces. So, as we proceed with the program, you will get to know more about each one of us separately. So, I would hand it over to Swati, and I will come in as required. Yeah. So we also have Ketaki from our team, who's a psychologist. She's just joining in, but let's not wait for Ketki. Let's start with Swati. What you have to share. Over to Swati.
A very good evening to all of you. I think one of them I have already spoken to, right? I assume SWAP is Swapna. Have we spoken, Swapna?
Yes, Swati.
Yes, great, great. And it was fun talking to you. So initially, I thought this will be a very formal introduction. Somehow we missed that, and we straight away started talking to the participants. And I just have to share with all of you, like whatever I have spoken, whosoever I have spoken to, this has been a fun ride. Every session, probably we have been giggling throughout, and it was more like a girls' party in installment. With every participant, I had a very good time. I'm sure, Swapna, you remember our conversation also.
Yeah, yeah, Swati.
पडशील दीदी
So,
आहे की दीदी कुठे गेले
so, uh, so I would start with whatever I was talking to all the participants. I mean, the rest of the participants, it's more for you that this program is mostly for all of us to understand the whole process of weight loss and how scientific it should be. Over a period of time, whatever literature you have, or probably through social media also, you will come across so many of the transformations, so-called transformations. They are never the real ones. Most of them are photoshop, just because it's a big business promotion. So we want you to understand that the process of weight loss is not like this, whatever has been realized. It is there is more science to it, and that's what exactly we are trying to implement over here. So in this 1 month program, definitely you will see a lot of difference, but it is, remember the word beginning, the beginning of a difference. And this is where SmithFit comes into the picture, because we want it to be an ongoing process and not just limiting it to 30 days. So to start with, I would request all of you to check whether you have downloaded the app, because that fun starts. There is some background noise. Okay, sorry. So here we have the whole process of Smitfit. So if you've downloaded the app, you filled in your readings correctly. I mean, try and if you have a weighing scale, try and put the exact reading. If you have a height scale, or if you don't have one, please measure your height correctly, because 5'2" is a standard Indian height, is what everybody says, and we always realize that when we actually measure the height of female, it is most of the times a little less, but at times it is even more than 5'2". So try and measure your height in centimeters. That's a more accurate reading. Once you put in that, your preferences, your choices, automatically you will start getting your diet updates also. And now this diet plan has been prepared as per the requirements. I mean, after checking your credentials, your weight, height, your eating habits, your BMI, everything is calculated, and based on that, the dietary calculations are done, and that's how the diet plan comes to you. So you could get started with that. You have each one of you belong to a group where a dietitian has been assigned, so you
First.
can always talk to the nutritionist whenever you're in the given slot. And also smaller queries which you think can go on the group also can be posted over there, where the nutritionist will take care of your nutritional concerns also. The next part is how exactly to go about with the diet plan. Sejal, can I have the next slide, please? So, you need to have more realistic goals when it comes to weight loss. So, what exactly are you looking through the this weight loss is what you have to ask yourself, because each one of us have a story, a history with the weight gain, right? There could be something related to childbirth, something could be some weight gain could be related to an accident. It could be some weight gain could be related to a hormonal imbalance. There are so many reasons for weight gain. So it cannot be like one size fits all. Hence, the weight loss rate and the way it will go will also change with each person. So try and understand where exactly you stand. But at the same time, you have to make sure that what is it that you want to achieve out of it. Now, this is the realistic goal that you want in your mind. Okay. Any one of you tell me what is your realistic goal? Swapna, you only tell me. Now that I know you, I'm going to keep pointing out. So you can see the slide here. Can you read your realistic goals?
Swati, there's Yamini also on the call, and we just spoke to her, I think, an hour
Okay,
back.
Yamini, there
Yeah.
you are. What is your
Sorry to
realistic
call you
goal?
out, Yamini.
So I don't know the percentage body fat loss
Okay,
that I would like to go for, but my weight loss is around 4 to 5 kgs.
right. So see, basically, you know what you need to do is you need to have a reasonable figure, and you can divide your goal into short-term goals. So if it is now, I'm taking classic example of Yamini. So I would want, knowing her history also, I would not want her to go very fast with her weight loss, because then that way her fat percentage will drop very beautifully if she's going slow with her weight loss, where she would invest time and energy for toning her muscles, so that the weight that she loses, she'll be able to retain it all throughout her life, and not get into that yo-yo of losing weight and again gaining weight, because that's the most disturbing thing that can happen. And besides that, once you have achieved, let's say for example, there is one X person and I want that person's weight to be around 50 and 52, but if you decide the speed with which it is going to go down, then you are not at all disappointed, because if you're continuously going to compare your readings from whatever is flashed on the social media, definitely that really doesn't happen. And then comparing that, it just brings in the disappointment. That's why it's very important that you have realistic goals. Now when this happens, the weight loss may look very small, but the volume of fat that will go will be much higher. That's the reason you will lose better in your size than on the scale. We'll come to that in the next slide as well. So when you focus only on the scale, that is what every each and every person. I'm not even saying that about that only women, that men also equally guilty. So every time we are not like a sack of potatoes and onions that we should be always measured in terms of weight. So every time if you're going to focus on the weighing scale and keep comparing it otherwise also, why is it not so? So this is what happens. You start ending up, just stop working so much about your weight that you can one can fall in the trap of going into different crash diets, which eventually end up in certain eating disorders. Another thing that happens is when you go for these crash diets, you tend to gain weight also, because instant weight loss means instant weight gain. Now, in that scenario, you are always disappointed with yourself, because you start getting disappointed and losing faith in your own efforts. Because there is a common dialogue that we get to the बहुत कुछ किया कुछ हुआ ही नहीं, might as well not do it. But that might as well not do it also doesn't help, right? If you're not doing anything about your health, it is not going to make you lose weight. It's just going to worsen the problem. And sometimes we've come across people that people get so obsessed about eating that they stop enjoying little joys that which may not come again. There are small things like it's a beautiful sunset or a blooming flower. Everything is just lost in the whole translation of your eating. I mean, अब मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, what how much I'm having, what impact it will have, does it have proteins, is it ketogenic? All of these terms starts fogging your mind. So that just takes you a step away from your regular life, and somewhat has an impact on your family life also, which which in short is creating a lot of anxiety around what you're eating. See, your relationship with your food has to be excellent. You cannot be having somebody to punch on. Your food cannot be something that you have someone to punch on, because your weight is not according to your expectation. So your relationship with food has to improve. Only then you enjoy that food. When you enjoy the food, the portions are automatically controlled, and then on. It's like a domino effect. If you're not paying good attention to your food, that's where everything starts crashing down. So make sure that you are eating well, and eating well is a part of self care, of respecting your own body. If you are not happy with your own body, you don't wait for the world to shame you about your figure and size. You are the first one to do it. So when you start thinking great about your own self, that's where it starts. So what exactly are the new measures of your skin? So there are several ways that you can see your weight loss happening. Few of you have already experienced it. Anyone, do you have any this thing? Anyone can tell me, if there is no weight to be used, you have various ways to analyze how exactly your health plan is going on. There is a better lifestyle. You are putting a lot of time for your waking up time, your bedtime, having your foods on time. You are very positive. There is a beautiful change in your attitude, where you are ready to take up any challenge, whether it is at work or on a personal front also. Then you just kind of become unstoppable. And more compliments, as Sejal has pointed out to a good point. So I think more than the weighing skill, we all like to hear that, have you lost weight? That's one compliment, that when you're meeting your colleagues or relatives after a long time. And exactly the opposite, you don't like to hear that, have you gained a little bit of weight? Or in India, or in the typical, if somebody is speaking in Hindi, so they will ask you, have you become a little healthy? Healthy is the word. So actually, it's not healthy, but it is used that way. There is a lot of improvement. If your lifestyle is improving, whether it's your sleep, exercise, food, when that improves, there is a direct reflection on your hair and your skin. That's the reason there is, the phrase goes, you are in the pink of your health. That's what it means, because your skin literally glows when you are following a good lifestyle. And while all of this starts, the inch loss is very, very important, because once your body gets toned, each and every garment that you are wearing will start telling you that, starting with your pants. And uh, and most of you, if you are using yoga pants or track pants during workouts, please stop wearing those. I will tell you from my own experience, I started feeling fantastic when I started wearing my trousers and my work pants, while even when I'm working from home. It's a wonderful change. It has a direct impact on the way you work, you feel, and even your posture. Please start wearing those. And while this is happening, the track pants can be limited only for your exercise. So whenever you are joining our isometric and yoga session, that is the only time you will wear them. That's the purpose of the track pants, or maybe as a bedtime outfit. But otherwise, please start wearing proper iron clothes, and that altogether changes the outlook towards work as well as your well-being also. And anyone agrees with me over here? Because what I noticed is that when you are this thing, when you're not ready to switch on your cameras, we know something something out of this is missing.
Absolutely, Swati. That is a very agreeable point.
So from tomorrow onwards, all the calls we will be asking you to switch on your cameras. Next slide, please.
Swati, should we start the poll for them?
Yes, actually, let's do that. Okay, girls. So we have a small poll here for you.
So
Well. Yes.
I'm going to talk about the results, and Swati will talk about what it means. Right? How many of you had sumptuous breakfast? 75%. Yes, definitely always. And yes, have a late breakfast at office. 1%. Very little. Not hungry in the mornings. 3 of them. And no, I do not prefer to eat 1%. Most of us have this breakfast scene happening in the morning. So 15 out of 20 people, 75% say that. Swati, what do you have to say on the breakfast?
I want to congratulate this 75% lot. And this is then I'm talking to the remaining 25% particularly, because breakfast is a very important meal. Even if you are following different kinds of diet, but it's very important that you jumpstart the day with a good breakfast, because that's where your metabolism is going to be fueled. Early, it's like planning to reach Goa on a half tank. It's like that. You would not reach Goa then. So from wherever you are, okay. I know all of you from different areas, but all of us want to go to Goa. But you have to have a good breakfast in the morning, so that it jumpstarts your metabolism. It is that you are already very low on your energy because of the overnight fast. Now, for most of us, we are recommending that you have an early dinner. So imagine your fast is really very long. Then you need to ensure that you eat something. So eating breakfast is kind of, if you're not used to eating it, you can get started with little training for your system. Get started with some, habituate your body to have a certain amount of food at a particular time, and gradually go on increasing it. And it for people who are not having breakfast, you would realize that if you start eating your breakfast, you will have a heightened mood also. It acts as an excellent mood elevator. And not having breakfast will also invite a lot of trouble as far as the gastric function is concerned. You tend to have higher levels of acidity because of that empty stomach. And increased acidity has also tilts you towards accumulating more fat. So make sure that your breakfast is taken for the sake of losing weight at least. Then
Then the second one is about how many fruits and salads do you consume in a day, right? So one, two, or three. So none. Nobody says none. So everybody eats fruits. So congratulations on that. But one serving. So Swati, I have a question. Is it good to have it once or twice, or what's the?
ideally it's best to have two servings, and you can actually place your fruits at the times when you're very hungry. So this could be your afternoon time, or it could be a mid morning also. So if you've had a lighter breakfast, then you can always have a fruit to go in between. And the best part about fruit is you don't have to prepare it, unlike any other item. And they don't have, the fruits are a good snack. They don't have any salt load on it, unlike other snacks that you
Just
get.
thinking. Yeah, on this banana fruit, which you just mentioned, actually, is the right thing. I was just planning to have it daily, but I stopped it because, across there is this thing that, it will make you gain weight eventually. But when you
Mhm.
mentioned calorie negative or something, so what is that?
So
So
see, basically there are negative calories. That means that let's say like a banana, a standard, the bigger robusta banana will give you about 85 kilocalories. But there are trials which show that you require close to 130 to 140 calories to digest it. So now, if you're eating a banana which gives you 85, but to get those 85 calories, you need to burn 130 to 140 calories. So that means you're actually burning energy than acquiring it from the banana. So there is no way that you can gain weight because of bananas. And banana, if you're going to take it just before your workout, that's going to work wonders. You will not have any soreness, any fatigue, no matter what is the intensity of your workout. That's the best time to have a banana.
okay, and then apart from that, any other fruit or
Any
vegetable?
all the fruits, in fact, all the seasonal fruits are good to go. I picked on banana because everybody's scared of having it. So the same
Yeah,
applies
that's
to
right.
mangoes also. Now that we'll have mangoes in the market, make sure that they are not a part of a meal. In India, we all take mangoes as a delicacy. You know, it is always a part of a meal. So if you're going to have mango like a fruit, it's not going to bother you. But if you're going to have a cup of mango, or if you will have a plate full of mangoes after your lunch or dinner as a sweet dish, then that will come in the way of your target. But
Okay, got it.
like a fruit, no, nothing. It is not going to bother you at all.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, thanks.
Can you check fragments?
Any more question, or we'll move to question number 3?
All right. So I consume these snacks at evening time as I feel very hungry, and that's a very typical thing. If you
Correct.
pass by Kalyan Bhel, it's the chips, farsan, biscuits, kari, or fruits or nuts. There are 50% people who are saying that they have fruits or nuts in the evening. That's a very good habit, right?
It's a good number. I'm happy to see that orange line.
Yeah, I think Swati, your half work is done here.
Absolutely. We have a bunch of very smart women here. Smart choices. But let me ask any of the girls, okay, if any one of you, tell me, when your chaat wala bhaiya comes in your area and when the shops open, do you know the time when they open their shop? Anyone? Tell me.
Mostly in evening time.
Mostly in evening. Is that true for rest of you also? In my area, it's mostly evening time. It opens by 3 o'clock or so.
Correct, correct. Same evening
Same?
time.
Right. So you know what, this
Same evening.
consumption of, yeah. So this is a lot to do with the response of your hormone and the time of the day. So if somebody is offered you, like at 10 o'clock in the morning, somebody gives you pani puri, most of you, I'm saying that the answer might be no. पागल हो गए हो क्या, ये कोई पानी पूरी खाने का time है. So exactly, there is a time of in your body clock where your body starts craving for textured, highly textured. That this means crunchy, chewy, all these textured foods which are very sharp in taste. Now sharpness goes towards more of spicy, more of tangy, more of sweet, all of these tastes, and that is a product of stress. So that's the reason you don't feel like eating any of these at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. नहीं मन करता है. It's only after 4 o'clock that your urge starts increasing. And this is where the 50% smart ladies who are present here are doing the right thing. They are taking textured foods, they are sharp tasting, and the fruits can be made further sharp tasting by adding more chaat masala, black pepper powder. You can squeeze lemon on it, and that's where you satisfy. So because because of that hormonal change, that those urges will come. But what you need to understand is that we need to cater to them in the right manner. It's very important that you're munching on fruits and nuts and all the textured items. Besides this, you know what, you can even if you feel like munching on something not which is not fruit or nut, and you want a little bit of extra taste of salt or sugar on it, salt or tang on it, you can switch to makhana. You can switch to steamed corn. Very easy. See, right now while working from home, everything is at an arm's length, including junk food as well as the the good health food also. So make sure your stock is of the right things. If I say that if you feel like also that I want to have fruits today, have I stocked fruits? Instead of that, if I have stocked one namkeen ka packet, obviously my hands are going to go there. But if I have placed a fruit and a packet of namkeen, with conscious effort, you can definitely make the right choice. So it is more got to do with the time of the day. To take care of that time.
Yep, sure.
Then we talk about the next question.
How much
Water
of
intake.
water do you drink a day? Half a liter, 5%, liter or 4 glasses, 20%. Most of us, sometimes get into this zone of 4 glasses. Many of them are drinking 6 to 8 glasses, 55%, and more than 2.5 liters, 10 to 12 glasses, only 25%.
Right,
So,
right.
is it too much to drink 10, 12 glasses, Swati?
No, no, it isn't. If you just divide your day, see the working hours into wake hours, not working hours, wake hours into 12 hours, and you just ensure that you are drinking 1 liter water every 4 hours also, or every 3 hours. Remaining time could be the extra water that you consume as your body requirement. But if you are going to divide 1 liter into 3 hours, it's very easy to consume. The rubber band technique, I must have told to a few of you. So imagine this to be a bottle, and you put two rubber bands like this. So now that bottle is divided into three parts. So now you have a very small quantity, only 333 ml to be consumed in 1 hour. That's not even it's like barely 20 ml per minute. It's hardly anything. 2 ml per minute, sorry. So it's easy to consume about 3 liters also throughout the day. So the urine clarity will actually decide how energetic you're going to feel throughout the day. And it's the best way to because at several if you look at the chemical reaction also where fat breakdown happens, you require water throughout. So if you are having the best of diet and the best of exercise routine, but there is dehydration, the process will not be at the desired rate. So make sure that your and water is just handy. And another thing is, if you're drinking less water, there is more chances of bloating. And now this bloating will always hide the weight loss that you want to see on your skin. So all the bloating, swellings, inflammation, all of this will be tackled by regularly improving your water intake. And if you are into heavy exercise also, like if you decide to do regular exercise, you require some time for muscle recovery also, so that the next day's workout also goes on very well. This time also water helps in the recovery. It helps to get rid of the lactic acid which is accumulated in your muscles, and that's what gives you the soreness. After a good workout, your body starts speaking to you. That's the lactic acid. If you're drinking enough amount of water and peeing that much, then definitely that soreness will go in no time. And one more thing, when you are working, I used to love that part that you drink more water when you have to, when you're especially when you're watching your step. If you are drinking water regularly, your visits to the loo are also so much that I would look at it. Okay, I've already taken 200 steps just going to the washroom and one corner of the floor, which actually doesn't happen that much when we are working from home. It's just like 20 steps. But yet, that many times you get a break from your from your posture also, which has been the same for 2 3 hours. Drinking water will be a good idea then.
Great. And Swati, the next one is, do you watch TV, laptop, phone while you're having meals?
Yes,
And
we are having.
yeah, 75% either say yes or occasionally.
Okay.
35% say yes, and for 40% say occasionally. So basically, in all, 75% say yes, and there are only 25% who say no.
No. So the 35% is the real honest ones, and let me tell you that. Because nobody knows how occasionally the occasionally comes. What is the frequency of that occasionally? So yes, so the engagement with your food is very important. There are five senses that are involved in food. All our five senses are actually involved in food consumption. Okay, going back to the science textbooks, girls, tell me which are the five senses. This is cool science, not this thing, not coming out of medical textbooks. Which are the five sensory senses that we look at?
Eyes, nose,
Yes, two. So, sense of sight, sense of smell.
skin,
Yes, sense of touch. Perfect.
Sense of taste, the main
Sense of
one.
taste. Yeah, the main one. And the
Sense
fifth
of
one.
touch.
तो touch होगा ना हमारा.
Okay, okay.
One is
Hear.
remaining. Four. Hearing, sense of hearing. So all of these are very important when you're consuming your food. So the tongue comes, the sense of taste comes. It was last ekdam, because all this, the food will rest on your tongue only when the rest of the senses are happy with it. So imagine, the thing that, what appeals to you in a food first, even before you taste it.
its presentation.
Exactly. So the sense of sight is coming into picture, right? If जबकि सारा खाना पेट में जाकर मिक्स नहीं होने वाला है, are we going to serve it in such a way that रोटी उसके ऊपर, सब्जी उसके ऊपर, दाल उसके ऊपर, राइस उसके ऊपर, दही डाल दे उसके ऊपर, some salad डाल दे, balanced diet, balanced diet, but we don't make it into a tower. We pay attention to how it is served. Many a times we pay attention that the color doesn't become repetitive. मतलब yellow color की सब्जी and yellow color की दाल नहीं होती. We try to make it presentable. The garnish is so important for us, and that's precisely one of the reasons why we enjoy eating at a restaurant also, because 90% of the consumption is affected by the way it is presented. When the next part is when, what did you say next? Then the smell, sense of smell. So sense of smell is that you, so many times it so happens that your your somebody else is giving some nice tadka in the neighboring house, and your mouth starts watering. So mouth starts watering because your brain has accepted that, something good is coming. Though your neighbor might not be that friendly, but the brain thinks that something is coming, and your mouth starts watering because it's a preparation, secretion of your amylase, which is an integral part of your saliva, which is responsible for digestion of your food. So this is where this is a visible trigger that you can see, and similarly there are triggers which help you in digesting the food. So it's very important that all the senses are in alignment. So if you're watching TV, so your hearing as well as your sight is engaged now. So the smell and all fall behind. And if you're not having direct, eye contact with your food, most of the enzyme secretions are going to be very weak. So just to enhance the whole experience of eating, you should pay full dedicated attention to your food. So let me elaborate the remaining three also. With touch, you actually experience the texture of the food. So roti, it's going to feel like papad, and papad is going to feel like roti. You don't even have to taste it to reject it. The smell, the way we say, there is smell and aroma. The food has aroma, but the spoiled food has smell. So that also helps us decide what could be, what could be the condition of the food and whether it is suitable to eat. The temperature of the food, very, very important, because certain tastes come out very beautifully at the right temperature. So your dal can be piping hot, but at the same time your salad or raita has to be chilled. And if you swap the temperatures, either of them, it is totally unacceptable. So the whole experience of eating food is heightened because of because of the sensory engagement. So time and again, that's why I tell the patients that, it's very, very important that you don't engage yourself in with any screen. Just sit on the table, even if you're alone. Even if you're alone, make sure that you're having complete eye contact with your food. Set it nicely, sit in a very good environment and eat your food. So that way it brings a lot of peace along with satiety of your food also, satiety from the meal also. So this is what we had given you. How many of you all could do it? Nobody did this peaceful chewing.
Yeah, Swati, I think with chewing, it's again, it basically again goes back to, your mindful eating and,
Mindful
trying to
eating, yes,
focus
right.
on, what exactly are you doing while you're eating. So, getting slow and, slightly getting more focused on to the act of eating is, I think, all of these, tips related to peaceful eating and, having the right mindset to eat.
Right. At times, you could take it like, mindful eating could translate into a small meditative process also, because there you are not thinking about anything else but just concentrating on how the texture of the food is changing, and as you go on chewing it longer and longer, it's quite meditative with a different sort. So, we gave you a challenge last week, girls. How many of you did that? No one? The left-handed and the right-handed girls. When we talk face to face, you guys chat with us so much. Come on.
So I think
Priya,
some
I
of
have.
some of the
Yes.
participants are in transitions, I guess. So they are probably listening to us while they are traveling or something like that.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'm sure that the challenge part of it, Swati, this is very very important. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So fully agreed on that.
It will definitely help you. And these challenges are nothing but simple changes in your daily routine, whereby you don't have to really stretch out too much, but you will be able to see very good results by just taking up one challenge after the other. So, if you have not taken it up, try doing it for 2 to 3 days, and you will see a difference on the weighing scale. So, if you're a right-handed person, try eating your food with your left hand, and vice versa. Excellent change. Oh, Farheen, you have started. Great, great. And you will see the difference. Have you seen the change in your satiety also? Because you're, and the one after the other will keep on giving you the challenges. Just be sure that you are shooting all your queries on your individual groups, whatever we formed. That there is a navigator assigned to you. He will be there to help you out with whatever doubts and queries you have. And once again, going back to the fact that the diet will help you a lot. Most of your challenges will be met by 80% contribution from the diet plan and 20% from the exercise and the lifestyle modifications that you are making. So please go ahead and follow the diet without any fear or anxiety. We will be there to hold you throughout this journey.
Absolutely. So, Swati, I would just like to, jump in over here with the 2 or 3 aspects related to the app. So, once you launch your app, the most important thing out here is about launching the app every day, right? So, the life plan part of it that you will see on the app, if you keep following it and also fill up the end of the day summary, right? So the
Correct.
most important feature of the app, Swati, is the end of the day summary, where are very simple things that you have to fill up. How much did you eat? How much did you exercise? Did
From
you
medication.
adhere to your medication, if at all you have some sort of medication? In some cases, people might have regular medicines that they are supposed to follow. Secondly, it is also about the self-testing bit. So are you measuring your weight frequently? Right, is one of the important questions. More you become aware about what you're doing, you start, the change begins without you doing too much about it, right? So if I'm aware about the fact that, okay, I'm weighing X on day one, and if I'm weighing X minus Y on day two, immediately I know what has changed for me. I know what has
Absolutely.
changed for me and what has worked for me. So the self-awareness bit is also part of the app. Third thing is, my navigator is actually a process, okay, where these interactions are going to help me solve my challenges, right? So if there are no challenges, I am not able to change, and How do I change? What are the real struggles? So for that, we have this wonderful navigation team. So I find a challenge, I'm not able to solve it myself. I have my navigators who will take me or sail through or help me sail through this challenge. So that is where I think the various features of the app. And then I'm interested in yoga, isometrics. I can go back to the library, have a look at certain sessions, certain small videos. I can note about it. I can exchange thoughts with everybody. And the common sessions is where we are going to learn all of these things. So Kaustubh is doing the isometrics. I'm doing the yoga sessions. Ketki is here with us, who will also do the yoga sessions, and different things that are happening. So we'll also get guidance from Richa about the overall self-testing module or various aspects related to how you should deal with medication and self-testing, because that's one of the important observation aspects. Another thing is we have these guest experts coming in and talking on different topics. So let's also be available over there. Let's also hear from these experts what they are talking about. And one of the examples has been Rashmi spoke to all of us on the hormones and various things related to the hormonal changes that you go through, how hormones contribute to different things, and the body chemicals play a great role out there, right? So it's a bunch of things. The platform being the SmithFit app. So use the app every day, and also please keep giving us the feedback on what's happening. It will be useful also to go through the app and also tell us what more do you need in the app. And I'm sure that we will also listen from you about what are your needs as while you're actually walking the path of positive change for health, right? So that's from my side about the app. Maybe now I'll hand it over to Swati, Rudrakshi, or the other team members to share their thoughts.
I just want to address one question asked by Ms. Fareen. So, Fareen, the diet plan that is drafted for you is approximately 1500 kilocalorie, and that will take care of your requirement based on your height, age, and weight. So, you just have to follow that, and then you can be relaxed about your calorie intake. And don't get into too much of calorie intake. Exactly. So that's what I was trying to talk to you in the previous slides also, that don't think too much. You just go by the prescription, because if you start getting anxious about every kilocalorie going in your mouth, then you'll fail to enjoy the food. And if you have to calculate everything, every calorie, and think that okay, it's maybe calories, it's my calories, so then there is only one thing that doesn't have calorie, that is water. Everything else has calories.
Correct. Right.
Yeah,
Any
and
more
I would also like to initiate a little bit over here saying that please ask questions, please go ahead and ask us as much as you can, so that it'll help us also help you better. So help us help you. And I think that's going to be a very key ingredient of the change that we want to make. So please go ahead and ask the questions.
Can I
Any
just talk about?
questions? Shrudrakshi, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention one point here, which I observed in a number of participants. I heard that many of them had loss of appetite, and that was because of the routine that they had. The night shifts, the changing working hours, and also some stress at home, or maybe managing children and managing the home as well as managing work. So, one thing that I would like to share here is Indira Nooyi, who was the former CEO of PepsiCo. She herself said that the body clock of women does not go hand in hand with the working clock. So it's always a mismatch. So when it's the time for the woman to actually have children, that is the time when she might actually have a good position in her work. So it is always a mismatch. So having a very competent support system at home is very important. And I think if we can manage that, and just as you have teams in your workplace, if you can work as a team at home also, then probably they will be able to provide even more support to everybody. And she said that coping mechanisms are very important. So they used to have class coffee on Wednesday with the mothers present there. So she said, how was it possible for me to be there at any class coffee? So she became a bad mother, obviously. So what she did was she called up school and she asked which mothers were not present for class coffee. And when her daughters came home, she just told them that, Mrs. X was not there. And this person's mother was also not there. So that is how she said that she managed. But having a good support system, I think, is very important. So developing that might reduce your stress, in fact. And the working hours that are there, I really appreciate that young girls and women working late nights and then again coming home and managing home. I think I really salute that. But I would also like Anand and Swati to, help them manage even these hours because it's disturbing and difficult to do that. So how do you think should they manage their working hours? If you can just put in a few tips about that, and then the others can also ask their questions.
Absolutely. So Swati, you want to go first?
So you can go ahead, no problem.
Right. So I think I'm the only guy present out here, and it's one of the most interesting questions that I can answer over here. So first, let me also salute all of you women who are working and managing their houses. So the most important ingredient of this, I feel, is getting the buy-ins from all of your family members about the fact that it's equally important for you to be with your own lifestyle, okay, or be with your own lifestyle changes that you want to make, right? And why I'm saying buy in is because unless everybody agrees upon something, it doesn't happen within the family. The agreeableness or agreements and disagreements many a times lead to conflicts, and conflicts therefore to further stress, and wanting to become healthy becomes a conflict in your own minds, right? So for that to not happen, the most important thing is that one should take one's own lifestyle as much seriously as lightly. Okay, so if you make a mistake, take it lightly. If you think you are making an error in that, take it lightly. And when you want to make a change, or when you want to decide a change, be disciplined about it. So more discipline on your plans and execution, and more lightness on the mistakes or errors that you make. Okay, so don't make yourself feel guilty at any point in time, because even the step of joining this call is a step towards healthy behaviors, right? So I feel that you are already doing what you are supposed to do, and I wouldn't be the right person to advise you on what, because there is no advice possible. What is possible is just hand holding and strengthening this team to work together to make it happen, nothing else.
Correct, correct.
So although the people here are experts, the first line of action is we are your partners in your health change. We although are the experts, in the process we are not the experts. In the process we are your friends and your companions. So at Smith we call it your health companion. So we are companions in this, we are together in this with each other. So we will listen to you first, and we won't advise you immediately. Okay, so how to change your things that are happening with work, and how to handle that stress. The first thing is speak up about it and express what you're feeling about it. Then there is a possibility of change that you can actually create. So we'll have the conversations, we'll have the discussions, and I'm sure that you will be able to find the way out of all of these things. Over there, we want to be good listeners with all of you.
Great, great. Anand, this is such an amazing thing. I'm a working mother and I totally echo, everything that you said. Going further, girls, I always tell myself and I tell all the working mothers, imagine this everyday journey is a flight on a very rainy day. So what exactly happens when you have a very bumpy ride in a flight? The oxygen mask fall down. Now in that case, what is the primary, they say we haven't had flights now. If you remember that the aerostess will say that when the mask comes down, you put your mask first. Even if you're attending a child, you first put your mask and then put the mask on the child, then help others. It's very important. So this is the first step of self care. You have to ensure that you are well fed properly. Your nutrition, your time of exercise, time of thing has to take a priority. I mean, culturally, all the women, I have seen it in foreigners also. Okay, they have been, brought up, saying that the nobleness comes in when everybody else has eaten, then we eat. When you feed your child, then you eat. It's nothing like that, because the child is not hungry. Why you want to force him to eat? Because you are hungry, and then you're a very irritable mother also. Take it from me, I was once like that. But the day I started feeding myself first, I have my food by 6:30, and now I'm a very peaceful mother, I'm a very happy wife, I'm everything that everybody wants to be, and that entirely depends on the glucose levels. So the self care is very important. Take out time for your exercise, because eventually your entire family is relying on you, and they want you to be strong and healthy, and they will definitely cooperate. Just like he said, speak it out, discuss, because it's extremely tough to balance between, you're just a door away from your family, which otherwise never happened. We used to get a lot of time off for ourselves also when we were working in the office, no matter how much we craved about the traveling part. But now everyone is longing to go back to office. That's simply because you get time. Everything is at a given time. Breakfast is at a given time, lunch is at a given time, dinner sometimes would get delayed depending on your traveling. But now you have the liberty of having your dinner early, allow the digestion process to happen properly. You can find some time for yourself if you're winding up the kitchen early. Everything will fall in place if you decide to draft a workable plan and stick to it.
And I think, Swati, it's important to have, in fact, more number of men on this call for women to
I swear,
uh,
next time
have
we should
a
have you
healthy
have to get a
lifestyle.
partner. Next call they have to
Yeah,
get a partner.
yeah,
So it could be
and
a brother, it could be your father, it could be your husband. Any male in the family would do.
absolutely. And I feel it's
Even a
important.
growing up an adolescent son would do, because he'll make a better male partner in future.
Absolutely. So over here, as I said, we are here together in this. I'm sure even if you call your family members to these sessions, you are most welcome, because I think that will. And one of the mornings when we were doing yoga, I found one of the mothers and a child doing asanas with the mother, and I was really happy to see that. I see that in my own house where my wife is practicing yoga, I am practicing yoga. Children have no option but to practice yoga than looking at the mobile phone. Uh, so that's where it's about the culture that you can bring in at your own houses, and that will just change the entire dynamics of what you are doing. So I think I don't want to preach more. Let's just get into the actions. Please ask questions, share your thoughts, and let's get it going. Swati, Richa, Rudrakshi, is there anything else we would like to share? Else, it's 7 o'clock, and I want to respect everybody's time as well.
We are almost done.
Yeah,
We can continue the discussion on our individual group. Most welcome.
superb. So we also have the WhatsApp groups. Please go ahead and
Yes,
ask
exactly.
questions over
Please go
there
ahead
as
and
well.
ask questions over there.
Super. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for
Thank you,
joining the
everybody.
session. Thank you, Swati, and thank you, the entire Smithfit team. Thank
Thank
each
you.
one of you for being present over here. Thanks a lot.